Hello fellow PC elitists, this is Shepherd. Before we get into this video today, I wanted to let you know about a very exciting opportunity we have. Many of our recent videos, as you've seen, have footage from the PlanetSide 2 beta, a game we have thoroughly enjoyed, which officially launches free-to-play on November 20th, so just over a week from now. Now there is still time to play the beta, since we do have a week, and I believe they will do it right up until, right before official launch. So, I have procured 5 beta keys. I would love to give these out to those of you who would want to try the beta a week before the game launches. Even though it is free to play, why not get your hands dirty early? Here's how this works. Do not comment on this video saying you want a beta key. Send us a message saying you want a beta key. The first 5 people to follow those very difficult instructions will get a beta key from me tonight. I will even include a little XOXO in the signature of my response. So there you go. 5 beta keys. Come get them. Hope you enjoy this video.
Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the ThePCelitist. My name is Woodsie.
My name is Shepherd.
And my name is Rowsdower.
He's here again.
Here again. He won't go away, yet we keep inviting him to stay.
Well, today we're talking about zombies.
Yes, we are.
And
Shepherd has a rant. I'm just going to go.
Okay, go for it.
Shepherd has a rant, and it's something that's bothered me for a while, but it boiled over when I saw the World War Z movie trailer. If you have not seen it, stop right now. Please. Go watch it real quick, come back, and press play.
This channel gives people way too much homework.
It does, but it's worth it. World War Z, Brad Pitt zombie movie. That's basically the entire sound of the trailer. Anyway, there's a book, World War Z, which this movie does not appear to be based on whatsoever. Anyway, here's my problem. It stems from movies like World War Z, movies like I Am Legend. A lot of zombie things that have come out recently. With the exception of Shaun of the Dead, with the exception of The Walking Dead. Here's my problem. How fucking hard is it to make a movie or a game where zombies are scary just because they exist, there are many of them, and they don't stop coming at you? I don't know why we have to make zombies who are superhuman, who are like, as you said, carrier ants.
Right.
Who, in almost a liquid CGI fashion, crawl over each other at lightning speed. Or in I Am Legend, the alpha zombie, who is the problem solver, who figures out these battle tactics that the zombies can use to get at you.
I Am Legend is such a bad example because...
I'm just saying that we keep making zombie stuff that makes zombies seem like what they are not.
The alpha zombie is the raptor of the zombie world.
They don't know how to open doors until this alpha zombie gets here. My whole problem is that the simplest version of zombies is the scariest to me. And it's being manifest in a game that we are playing right now. We're in the alpha of, called The War Z, and we've mentioned it before, and I'll get to it in the end. But my problem is, you don't need to do that. You don't need to sensationalize zombies. You don't need to make them something they're not. And this, you could say that this is kind of like vampires, where you just pick which lore is your favorite, and it doesn't matter. There's no one right way. That may be true. And if you think that it's more entertaining for zombies to be 5 billion of them, they hear a noise and they come running at you 60 miles an hour. If that's how you like your zombies, then go fuck yourself, because you and I aren't friends. I think Walking Dead versions of zombies, or the War Z versions of zombies, even to a certain extent Left 4 Dead versions, even though you will walk by an empty office building and then suddenly you hear some music, and that empty office you just walked by suddenly has 80 zombies pouring out of it. They're running at you. At least the fear it comes from the fact that they exist. You're trying to survive in a world where they are there, and you have to avoid them. I've always said, and I think I have in this channel a couple times, one of my favorite books ever, all literature, is The Zombie Survival Guide by Max Brooks.
Right.
And that book is entertaining because he takes it very seriously. He's not writing it to be, oh, this is a funny haha zombie book. He's writing, zombies will come, here's how you survive. It's pretty simple. Right. Don't get seen, don't get hurt. Be a Milford man. Always tell a Milford man. I really think that it's scariest to say there's one zombie around that corner. If he sees or hears me, he'll walk in the direction of the sight of me or the sound of me or the smell of me, and he won't stop. Because he's driven by the brainstem, the very basal primal urges. That is scary in and of itself. He doesn't have to know how to circumvent all my defenses and outsmart me for it to be scary. And it cheapens the thrill when you make it like a frickin' Michael Bay movie every time.
Right. So, but Max Brooks, his version of the zombie is that it's pretty human-like.
Yeah, it's a dumbed-down version of a human. They don't have the prefrontal cortex. They use just the brainstem,
Right.
which even in a lot of zombie lore, it's the same. It's
Right.
they kind of moan, they shuffle, but if you follow that line of thinking, they can't run. And to a lot of people, it's if a zombie sees you, you run away from them. The point of it, and one thing Max Brooks points out is that's fine. You get tired, they don't.
Right.
They don't respond to fatigue. They don't respond to all these other things. They just see you and they just keep walking. And there's a scene in, well, if you haven't seen The Walking Dead, I'm about to give a spoiler.
There's zombies in it.
There's
There's
zombies in it.
walkers in it, quote unquote.
I'm going to spoil it for you. Eli is blind. Wait, that's Book of Eli.
Wrong spoiler.
Sorry.
He was dead the entire time.
It's all in his mind. No, basically, there are these zombies who see a helicopter fly overhead. They start walking in the general direction of that helicopter. Dozens of miles later, maybe hundreds, they end up stumbling across the main characters of The Walking Dead. They didn't run there. They didn't smell these survivors and chase after them. They just walked in the direction of a noise, and eventually they happened to come across this band of survivors. That, to me, is scary. It doesn't need any building up or any kind of superhuman abilities added to it.
Right.
It's just, these are drones who want to eat your brains, and they won't stop coming for you.
Right.
It doesn't need to be more complex than that.
Right. Which is why Pepe Le Pew was always so scary to me.
Because he was a rapist skunk. That's why it's scary.
What?
But transitioning to the War Z, which has a bit of a different flavor to it, because as we're finding out, you two more so than me because you've played it more than I have, you're more afraid of other survivors than you are of zombies.
Oh, infinitely.
Infinite, yeah.
Which I think is a very interesting dynamic. And if you want to comment on my rant, feel free. But the direction I want to head is this game, the War Z, that we are looking to actively promote in the future with the permission of the developers.
Right.
That is pending. But we want to, and I think you have a topic on this as well, which may be a separate discussion, but just how it's doing things that I've never seen before in a game, much less a zombie game.
Right.
Or a zombie anything. And that's one of the reasons why I love it so much, is because I'm a zombie traditionalist. Keep
Right.
it simple, and that's what makes it great.
Yeah, and I would like to, we are playing the War Z. I would like to point out that I know this isn't like the first game to do this. That DayZ is the popular mod that really popularized this kind of realistic survival, because it was built off of a military simulator. And then they just added zombies and took all your stuff away, and they're like, now survive.
Yeah, but didn't do it in a Call of Duty World at War zombie add-on type of way.
And War Z, if you don't know, is is just in the same nature of DayZ. They've kind of removed all the extra sim fluff, so it's a more simplified version. But it still has that feeling of you're alone, you're in a very big map, and you're just kind of try to live.
Yeah, and it's not, there are 500,000 zombies in that city. There's a little camp. There are 8 zombies there.
Right.
But it's still scary.
It's scary because...
And granted, in this game, they don't chase you forever. Because as a matter of practicality, if you don't have any weapons and a zombie sees you and chases you forever, you die. Which may be realistic in the sense of my traditional zombie lore. I'm willing to make a concession for the sake of this game. Just
How awesome would it be?
I don't want someone saying, you're a hypocrite, here's why. I'll point out why I'm a hypocrite. It's not your obligation to do so.
You could walk the entire map collecting every zombie.
I would love that. That's a legitimate strategy. You two wait. I will go get every single zombie on this map and have them chase me. And then you go in and get all the stuff.
I do think that the War Z, which I would suggest to developers, is that the zombies do have varying speeds. Like, you pretty much every zombie moves at the same speed. Mm-hmm. I would like some shamble a little slower, some are a little bit faster, so that
you just don't want to say you want the black zombies to be faster.
Really good at basketball?
Let's not go there.
But I think it would just, even just aesthetically, when you see a zombies like group chasing a guy, when they're all the exact same speed moving in this little ball, it kind of makes it look goofy.
They're too easy to cut. I mean, the current iteration of the game is
and it's in alpha.
Yeah, it's in alpha. There's a lot of things we could critique on, but I think the things that the game so far has done right is what we've talked about these elements before, that things that we like about PC games, and they seem to be wanting to do it in this game. and it's a bare bones UI. There's not a lot of flashiness to it. Except,
I love that.
Yeah.
No compass.
I love that.
No map.
There's no compass, which I actually at times wish there were.
It would
But
help.
well, I mean, just
maybe
in terms of trying to
if you find a compass.
right. No,
that'd be
I
great.
thought
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have to find it first, and then you can
I
kinda
personally
Zelda.
would think it would be better if, and again, they're not. I think they're going for a little less sim than Daisy, which is making its own standalone game, which I'm very interested in seeing. I think you should have to find even a map.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it would be cool if the map you find would be like a Colorado road map, where you just like, oh, there's the freeways,
And you have to figure out based on the landmarks you see around you where you are. There's no "you are here."
yeah.
No icon. That would be very
Yeah.
difficult. But again, like how realistic / like where's the realistic fun threshold and drop off? Cognizant of
They're
that.
not going for the uber sim like
Yeah.
like Daisy is, but
Like you start the game, you don't know if there are zombies in it.
Right.
Yes, there are zombies. But that's what I think they're doing so well is talk about giving you a toolbox and saying you players decide how you want this game to be. You could get into a server where everyone just has this general understanding of kill or be killed. So far, that appears to be the norm. You kill on sight. All you know is
Yeah.
this: if I die, I lose all my stuff. The best way to prevent that is to kill anyone who might kill me.
Right.
Then you have people like us who say, wouldn't it be nice if everyone assumed the best, and then you figure out who you can work with?
that wasn't us last night.
That's what I heard. I heard you were very strategically on the third floor of a building, scouting for Woodsie, and some guy comes around the corner,
I mean, that's what this game is doing really well. Is it's creating these very intense moments, especially if PC gamers are known to do this. Is you have third-party programs running on your computer that allow you to communicate with other people, Ventrilo and you can use Skype and TeamSpeak. And so you can tell when you see other guys when you're playing, okay, those guys are clearly using some other type of program to communicate. Much like Woodsie and I were doing last night. But it creates this. It's an unforgiving game too. If
Certainly.
you catch yourself in a bad position, or if you're trying to do things by yourself when you shouldn't be, you're not going to last very long, and it punishes you for doing those things. But I don't know if we want to go into detail about what happened last night, but it was, Woodsie throughout that period of time kept saying, "My hands are shaking. My hands are shaking right now."
Well, one thing that I want to do, certainly in this game, is if I see like 3 zombies in the background and some guy's trying to sneak past him, just fire a bullet at his feet. So he knows someone's shooting at him. I want to see if he gets frantic and runs straight at those zombies without thinking, and then they can kill him. So I won't be a bad guy. I'm not a murderer.
Right.
I'm a manslaughterer.
That's what we were talking about over dinner. Can the game turn into? It might turn into this for me. Can I be that altruistic guy in this world of people who they don't even have the reality of any kind of morality to go on because it's a video game.
Yeah, there are literally no consequences for being good or bad. Like the consequences are that you get to take other people's stuff,
Right.
or that you get killed all the time. But there's no punishment system. There's no TK system.
Right.
It's completely
Right.
conscience based.
Yeah.
Which brings out the worst in people when it
brings
comes to
out
video
the
games.
absolute worst in people.
Reminds me of the Diablo 2 PK days. Hardcore.
I went AFK, and I went
This
prone.
is a game you do not want to go in.
I know, but I found some weird corner of a town that I thought no one would find me, and I went AFK in the grass. I come back and I sit down, and right when I sit down, you know the rules of video games. You could be AFK for 40 minutes, and no one will touch you. The second you sit back down and touch your mouse, you're getting shot.
Yeah.
So
They waited for you.
I sit back down, and right as I look at the screen, some guy is hammering on my avatar with a hammer, and then he just goes, "Sup, nerd," and walks away.
Pwned.
Oh, God.
We should have a video soon of just Daisy war stories. Not
Warzy.
Warzy war stories.
Well, yeah, we've had some good ones. I've been on the
We'll
losing
call
end
it
of
Wars stories.
Wars stories. I've been on the losing end of all of them. Such as Woodsie trying to communicate some kind of... Okay, guys, it doesn't have to be like this. You're in a tunnel. I have eyes on you. You just go our separate ways. I come around a corner very gently. A guy shoots me in the face. Woodsie has to massacre everyone in the tunnel and then say, "It didn't have to be this way, guys. We could have been friends. We could have helped each other."
Could have helped each other out. Anyway, Please, everyone, thumbs up this video and comment on
Only if
Shepherd's...
you like it. We want honesty.
Yeah, okay.
But thumbs it up anyway.
Right. If you're being honest, you liked it.
Yeah.
Comment on Shepherd's rant on fast
let
zombies.
us know. Do you...
Highly mobile zombies.
I'm not going to even ask, am I over it? No, do you agree with me? Are you of the same ilk? Do you like traditional, simple zombie lore? Or
The next zombie movie will have zombies on scooters, which are extremely fast.
or a zombie who just pulls up a gun and caps you in the ass. Get out of here.
Ciao.
Or do you like I like the Shaun of the Dead zombies. I like the Zombieland zombies.
Right.
Where it's a little comical.
I liked the 28 Days Later.
28 Days Later.
Yeah.
They're a little scary.
But I mean,
don't mind that they can run.
The reason why I liked it is because we hadn't seen those types of zombies yet, and they
Yeah.
were kind of they kind of were the first movie to do that, and they also did it in a very good way, and they also didn't rely completely on CG. Like, I mean, the trailer that we just saw, it's just mountains of CG zombies climbing each other.
Yeah.
Come on, give me a break. How hard is it to hire extra, throw some makeup on them, and have them do the same stuff?
Exactly. And honestly, if zombies are going to be like that, then just napalm every major city on the planet.
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
Baby.
Yeah.
No, we must find a cure.
Let's find a cure. Brad Pitt will be the one to do it for
We
us.
must save them.
Brad Pitt couldn't find a cure as fast as Will Smith could find a cure.
That's
If
true.
Will Smith was having trouble finding a cure, Brad Pitt ain't gonna find it.
That's true.
My name is Woodsie.
My name is Shepherd.
My name is Brad Pitt.
Matt Damon. ThePCelitist signing out.